Alright guys, welcome back. This is the beginning of part 22. It's going to be some more hunts. I said I was going to the Western Sand last video, but I've decided to come here first. I feel like this isn't going to take very long. So I'll start this, I'll cut out to the fight and I'll start talking some more because the fight will at least last a little bit. Okay, I will see you where we find this guy. Alright guys, so we are in the Gulmore jungle right now looking for that stupid rabbit. We're in the wrestling chapel. So a couple things. I decided to do this first just because to basically get it out of the way. You know, I kind of have a flow going with Western Sand, Caverns, back to Rabanastre, collect everything. Oh, and there's our rabbit. So the best thing that you can do in this battle is berserk the Vorpral Bunny because he will run every which direction, and I missed. So that's okay. Who's this guy? Just regular coral. Okay, so that was incredibly stupid, and as soon as I started doing it, I kind of thought about it. There we go. Now the bunny won't run away. So unfortunately, it seems that it is still incredibly evasive. And it knows counterattack. I don't really think there's anything I'm going to be able to do about that. Let's see if I can poison it. I doubt it. Ooh, slow. That's pretty good. So yeah, I had to teach a few characters Berserk. Oh, come on. So close. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to cut the video back to where we go and collect our prize here, and I'll keep talking there. Okay, so as soon as you return to this area, she kind of stops you and takes you into this hidden area. It's going to be a big deal. Couple thousand gil, not bad. Lightning arrows, those could be pretty handy. Not for anything that I plan on doing immediately, but nonetheless. So I think from here, I'm just going to take a quick check before I end this little oopsies area. I have a plan for, I think these two are up next, so the Wyrm and this guy, the Tingling Toast, because the other two are on Mount Bur Omnisace. Yeah, okay, so we'll see you guys in the Western Sand. It's going to take a little bit of time, my time, to actually get the sandstorm to brew properly so I can fight the Wyrm, so I'll cut in when I actually see the guy. So sure enough, it literally took one try to walk into this area and have there be a sandstorm and see the what's this guy's name? Ringworm? See the ringworm here, so despite the fact that this guy does have a ton of HP, this really shouldn't take as long as it normally would when you come through here, because obviously if you do this right after Bujerba, you know, this amount of HP is going to take a long time to do. Also, you wouldn't have Dispel quite yet, so that would be a little bit of a, you'd have to either wait for Protect to completely wear off, or I guess that would actually be your only option. You don't have Dispel. with your magic, everything would be lower. You probably wouldn't even have access to Kirabi yet, so there are definitely a lot of benefits to doing it now as opposed to back when it first became available. One thing I have noticed are my team seem to be getting a lot of combo hits right now, actually, against this boss, which is always good. He's not healing as much as I had hoped he would be, so I'm actually going to take him off of actual HP healing. He can still run status effects and, you know, revives and whatnot, but... Oh, and for those of you slightly curious, I actually accepted this this hunt quite a while ago, like probably 6 or 7 or maybe even 8 videos ago. Like, it was a while ago. And same thing with the serpent thing that I'm gonna go hunting right after this. Both in Ravenastor. One's actually in the tavern, like the Sansi. He's the tavern master. And the other guy is this guy, the guy that gives you this hunt, sorry, is Belzac. He's the guy who earlier on in the story you had to go and find Bosch and give him the sword. He was the guy that you talked to get you to the hidden area for you know, the resistance leaders kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to, you can't see it from here, but this is actually where you enter the, what are they called, the Zaratan Caverns for the next hunt, so I'm just going to wander over there, get rid of Immobilize, and I will see you guys. We have to wait 5 minutes in the area before the monster will actually show up, so obviously I'm not going to sit there and wait with you guys, so I'll wait for the monster to show up as well, and I'll talk a little bit more about that one when we get there. Alright guys, so the Marilith has appeared finally. I actually timed it from the moment I walked in and it was just shy of 5 minutes. So I berserked these guys. We're going to see how smart of an idea this was. But I figured we'd get some serious damage output going here. Man, this is impressive. Look how fast those bars are flying. And there's no haste involved either. Like, that is just them being berserk. Oh crap. Now one of my guys is slow. That's okay. I guess one of his things when he enters HP critical is no wait time for physical attacks anymore. Because I mean, he's got slow on and he's not comboing any of those attacks, so. Which is okay. I think that's why I always kind of mentally tell myself the ringworm guy, he would have just taken a lot longer, but it could easily be done at lower levels. This guy, when you get to this point, it's pretty difficult. You do have to be able to chain some missed quickenings here, and if I don't start getting some level 1 quickenings, there's not going to be a concurrence either. But nonetheless, just to get that little extra damage output. And this is the first flame purge we've seen. I think I was talking about that last video.
I never miss. Please.
So there we go, so you just need to have some kind of a backup plan or just miss quickenings for once his HP drops into HP critical, because that would have gone very poorly otherwise. Kind of lucky Ash didn't get a miss quickening, actually she can heal everybody up. So from here I will head back to Rabanastre, collect our rewards from these guys, so I guess you'll get to see where they are anyways. And then I'm going to buy some Viking coats, and I'll let you know what I'm going to do after that, because I haven't quite decided yet, so we'll figure it out. Okay, so we are back in the Sand Sea. We will deliver this to the Tavern Master. I think this Serpent Eye is a pretty rare item, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm checking this right now. So the Blood Wing. Oh, this is going to put a little bit of a problem in our plan. I'll accept it anyways. So I'll have to hit up the Ester Sand really quick before I head back to the Barheim Passage. And Roblin, this is also in Nalbina, so that will be when I start the storyline videos again. I'll go and collect this and the other one there. These three actually. So we're still trying to do everything else. The White Mouse is coming. Feral Retriever I'll probably go and get pretty soon too. So it's coming along rather nicely. I am going to waste just a sliver of time running all the way down to the clan hall just to make sure that there are no more elite hunts that I'm kind of forgetting about right now. I'm pretty sure there aren't. For the most part, I am familiar with the elite hunts and when they pop up. But I did gain a couple ranks, so, or maybe just one rank, I don't know. That's why I was able to do the Bloodwing all of a sudden. And the Roblin is my rank went up. I think I'm like a Ward of Justice or something. Oh, I'm a Risk Breaker now. Even better. So yeah, so I went up 2. Yeah, I was a Ward of Justice. And I was a Brave Companion. Huh. And now I'm a Risk Breaker. Carrot. Okay, so she's in Nalbina too, so that's good. So I can get, there's 5 of them in Nalbina, so I can at least trigger 3 of the 5. Well, there we go. It wasn't such a waste of time then. Oopsies, wrong way. So I guess while I'm here, I should have a little bit of time on this video. I want to check out the bazaar really quick, just see if there's anything interesting that I might be able to buy from my clan provisioner, sorry. I don't think I have any. Oh wow, I've got tons. I stole those earth crystals from the Noma Entites. I was trying to get the Halicons, but obviously that didn't happen. And I pretty much just stole them and ran. I'll buy Bravery now, just because. Bubble Belts would be nice, but I think I'll save those for later. I don't think I quite need to be doubling my HP. I'm gonna go pick up my Viking coats before I forget about them. Actually, it's a good thing I didn't just go and blow all that money, because I kind of forgot about them. seriously considering if I should get one of these for somebody. You know, it should be fine. Okay, so now I just gotta run back and get my prize from the ringworm hunt there. And then we will be off to, I think I am going to go to, I'll try and finish most of the hunts right now. So I think I'm going to head up to Wyrm, trigger those 2 hunts. I'll probably be able to fit the, I can't think of what its name is now. This guy, Befoulment of the Beast, in this video, and then depending on how long Trickster takes, I may actually just start a new video for it. Okay, so I've actually just decided, as I was thinking about that, I'm gonna go get the DeathBringer when I'll just run to the south end. I won't actually cut this video, but I'm gonna go get the DeathBringer while I'm in the Barheen Passage. So I think I'm actually gonna leave the Trickster, unless, I mean, on the extremely off chance I trigger the fight as I'm going to fight the other guy, which is a very small possibility. Usually it's pretty hard to actually get the Trickster to appear. It's kind of like the Rain Dancer, the Rain Gill Snapper, whatever his name was in the Keys of Blades. You gotta kind of get the weather right, and then even then it's a big if. You know, luckily we've got Monid's gonna come give us a hand. And he'll actually be useful until about the last 20% of the HP. And then it's kind of going to go downhill from there. So I think you have access to the Ringworm there after the Tomb of Wraithwall, so you could have the Demon's Bane, but as you saw, that Ice Brand is actually even more powerful. It's just Ice Elemented, which can be really good for some people and really bad for some people. Okay, I don't really have any money anyways, so this is Hymns. So he is triggering the Feral Retriever. And Gertie is actually this guy. Okay, so that's triggering both the ones in the plains here. I'm just gonna cut this and I'll kind of rejoin where the feral retriever is, because like I said, it takes a little bit of effort to trigger the trickster, so I will see you at the feral retriever. Alright guys, so past the frozen brook, past the save point there, basically how we got to the still shrine of Miriam is where the feral retriever is. I'm pretty sure this guy is giant. Yeah, there he is. Ooh. Okay, good. So he does have all three of his remedy lures. Can't believe he doesn't have focus. Oof. Okay, I'll figure out the rest of his stuff later. I just wanted to make sure that if he throws a remedy, it's actually going to heal everything. I went right by it. Oh wow.
Sorry.
That was interesting. So apparently it's got something north of 20,000 HP, because that balance was brutal. Smart move on his part, but so I'll see about how long the trickster battle actually takes. I'm going to see if I can actually fight him. So if this is the end of the video, then I'll probably be seeing you in the Ester Sand and we'll be going through the Barheen Passage. And if it's not, then you'll probably be fighting the trickster. So either way, I hope you join me for both. So, couldn't fight the trickster on my way back. Tried a few times, kind of wandering around for a little bit, so I figured I'd come back, show you guys whatever we get from this guy. A recurve crossbow, I think that's actually worse than some of the stuff that I already have. Oh no, that's on par with it. Okay, well, that's not bad. Okay, well I've still got about 15 minutes left in this video, so I think I'm actually going to go to the Ester Sand. We're gonna trigger this Bloodwing hunt. I am so sorry, I cannot seem to pronunciate today. It's funny because this is the only hunt that you're going to have in the Barheen Passage, and it kind of if you don't know about the key, like obviously I already have the key, I've been in there once already, but if you don't know about it and you don't know that you can go back, this kind of tells you like, hey, you can go back. So what I've decided to do, seeing as how I have some time, is I'm going to show you guys where the enemy is that we can get the DeathBringer from. And from there, I plan on either stealing the DeathBringer or running back, cutting out, and then just showing you guys when I actually get to steal it. If that makes any sense. So we are going to go ahead and run in here right now. I am glad I did this a little more leveled up. I might actually be able to fight off half the stuff that gonna pop out at me here. Those guys are still level 8, but oh, so there's two different pathways right here. This one's gonna be a dead end, but like I said, the enemy we're looking for is Mimic. And he carries the DeathBringer, and it's a rare steal. It's the only steal you can get from him, because he is rare game. But, I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem. I just want to check and see what kind of stats we're dealing with here. Yes, I mean, they're level 39. At the same time. They shouldn't be doing so much damage to us that we can't handle it. 200's not bad. And the whole reason I'm killing these guys off is if the Mimic is there. I don't want anything getting in my way as I fight it. And see, like right now, I'm already seeing the benefit to letting Bosch learn how to use the Ice Brand. So there's the DeathBringer right there for when he unlocks it, basically. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go back a little bit further. Oh. Or I could have just paid attention. Whatever. So Adamant Titans can drop some kind of, I don't know if it's a shell or what it is, but it's definitely a very rare item. I'm telling you this because this is not one of said Adamant Titans. They will not drop whatever the rare item is. And it's basically so that way you can't get, I think it's an item that you can like make the Ultima sword or something. Ultima blade. I can't quite remember what you make with whatever those guys can drop, but irregardless, they don't want you getting it that early or this early in the game. So it doesn't look like my guys here. Those two I'm not going to bother fighting. So usually there will be a silver, it looks like a treasure chest, but it's going to be one of those Mimic guys. So I am going to head back 2 screens. That's pretty much what you have to do to rezone. Although apparently this guy didn't get the memo, just kind of popping up right here. So I will cut back in when I actually see the silver case there, because that means he's here. I think it's like a 10% or maybe a 20% chance of him appearing every time you rezone. So the odds aren't the best, which is why I'm not just going to keep running back and forth while I'm recording. And then once I have the DeathBringer, we can start actually making our way through this area. Pretty sure I'm going to want to teach somebody float, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So I will cut back in when we are in front of the rare game guy. Okay, so this took me just under 6 minutes after I stopped recording the last one. This guy is not a Mimeo, or this guy is a Mimeo. Ithuno. Definitely did not think that was his name. Boom, there we go, right away, DeathBringer. And it's funny too, because I just went and taught Bosch how to steal the license to equip the Thief's Cuffs, and went and changed everybody's gambits, because I thought that was going to take a while. It's not always a guaranteed steal like that. That kind of looked a little too easy. Let's see how I feel about actually defeating this guy. So you see the kind of damage that Bosch is hitting for now. I think it's almost double what Valkyrie is hitting. So if you wanted multiple DeathBringers, you would have to reload the game and then continue doing, like, go save, reload obviously, but from there you'd have to go and basically do this entire thing all over again. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, the best thing about the DeathBringer, on hit KO. So it's kind of like the Assassin's Dagger, but a lot more powerful. So eventually I'll equip it with a shield that's actually worthwhile, not the shell shield, but I'm going to kind of wait for a bit. So the good news is that he has one of his most powerful weapons for what I plan on giving him for a while. And his iron pole's okay. Okay, yeah, well anyways, Bosch is going to figure his stuff out right now, and when I see you next, I guarantee you that we will be going through the Barheim Passage, because I'm strong enough now, I've got some pretty awesome weaponry and whatnot, so I will head back to the save point and we will start a new video at the save point. I will see you guys then.